Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and today I do have my winter FabFitFun unboxing, and it would help if I had the box the right way around, but a pretty big box this time. But this does say, "You made the nice list this year." Not so sure about that one, but hey, I will take it. So I'm going to put this big box down. I do already have all my items set out on my table because this box is huge. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I'll tell you guys a little bit about FabFitFun, and then we'll get into the items that I selected and if I feel like this subscription box is still worth it to me. So give me 1 second to put this down and I'll be right back. So I will also say that this video is not sponsored. I pay for my FabFitFun myself. FabFitFun has no idea who I am, but I do like using this subscription box to try out more high-end hair care and skincare products, and so that is why I have continued. I think this is my 4th year getting FabFitFun, so it is a seasonal subscription box. So it comes spring, summer, fall, and winter. So this is the winter box. And so you get to pick 6 items out of the customizations. Now, since I do pay for my subscription annually, I do get to pick my items first. If you decide to pay for the box seasonally, then you do have a different window that you are able to select your items. So, of course, more popular items can quote unquote sell out, but FabFitFun always does add other items on there if another item sells out. So I did pick up my 6 items, plus I added 1 additional item onto my box, and I will show that to you guys. But let's go ahead and roll into the first pick that I had, which is one of, and this is always on FabFitFun, and this is, it's crinkly. So this is one of the unhide blankets, but actually I believe this is like one of their hooded ones, and I got it in this beautiful emerald green, mainly because I want to feel like a hobbit in the Shire whenever I wear this. I love kind of like just wrapping a blanket around me and walking around the house, and I'll take like a hair clip and I'll clip it like on my chest, and I just kind of love playing wizard around the house. And actually Anara loves to like run underneath the blanket and like hide under there. Is adorable. So I did want to get one of these. Now this is called the Little Marsh blanket. Let me go ahead and open this real quick and open it up, and let me make sure, is this a blanket or does this have like the little hood on it as far as making me feel like Bilbo Baggins? So I see the little like hook closure thing here. So I think this is something that you can kind of wear around you. And this is actually my second unhide blanket that I've gotten from FabFitFun. One of them is actually on the chair that I'm sitting on, but Anara, when she was a puppy, she ate the backing of it, and so I had to like cut the backing out, so I just have like this left, and so I don't use it as an actual blanket because it does have a different kind of material as the backing on them, and then it has more of the like faux fur on here. But let's see. So yes, oh, it has the little, I did not come prepared. Let me get my scissors. It has the little plastic things that hold it together, but let's see, as I'm covering myself, this is, so it is just a regular blanket, but it does come with a little knot and a little loop that you can loop together and have this wrapped around you. So yes, I am going to have some beautiful hobbit warm moments in this beautiful emerald green unhide blanket. And I love blankets, and we're actually into like blanket season. Again, I live in Florida, so blanket season is my own thing because I actually do not like being cold. I hate being cold, so I don't know if I'd be able to live any further north than we already are. But I have like my flannel sheets on the bed now because of course I want to stay warm. I have a flannel sheet, and then I have 3 blankets. And two of those blankets are actually some of my like husband's like tactical blankets that get extra warm that you can like take out in the field with you. And so I have 3 blankets on my bed right now, and I snuggled under all of them last night. So, and it's not even that cold. I think it's getting down into like the 50s and 60s right now. So I love to be warm. I am always in some sort of like blanket, or I have my heating pads on everything. But this little blanket here, the retail for it is $69. They do always have the unhide blankets kind of on their flash sales and on their sales pages, so you can always find this brand cheaper. I know Andrea Montiliano really loves the Unhide brand, and she's done a couple sponsored videos with them before, so they are really, really nice. Now, I personally would not pick this up off of a shelf or order this off the website for $70, but I love that they include these beautiful blankets and these warm and cuddly blankets. Like, this is the softest thing that I've felt. So I love the Unhide blankets. I always try to pick them up whenever I see them as an option. And I love this emerald green. You guys know that I love green, so I love this emerald green color. So I'm happy to have this little blanket. And this was an easy pick for my first customization. And now I have little lints flying around everywhere. So let me put this down where it's not going to be covered in dog hair. And then we will move on to my next pick. I say it's not going to get covered in dog hair, like everything in my life is not covered in dog hair. I don't know where all this dog hair comes. Well, yes, I do. I have 4 German Shepherds. I know exactly where all this dog hair comes from. But before I get into my next pick, I forgot to say this in the beginning. So you will see the same makeup look, but different shirts in this video and in my deck of panning because I need to film them back to back. The last like 4 days, I've been struggling with a really horrible sty underneath my eye. Like my eye was swollen so much underneath my eye that like my husband said it looked like somebody clocked me. But my eye was really swollen. It was really tender. It was really sensitive. So like I did no makeup over the last couple days, and I just basically like slathered Aquaphor and did hot compresses and stuff. So my eye is feeling a little bit better today, enough to where I was able to put on makeup, but that means I was not able to film earlier on in the weekend. So I am filming back to back today, but I believe my deck of panning will go up before this video. So you guys will kind of see them reverse, and I'll say it in that video as well, that we are seeing the same makeup look. And I kept saying like, oh, do lighter makeup today, but apparently to me, this is lighter makeup. So I have the Urban Decay Naked Honey on my eyes today, so love that one. But speaking of eye makeup, I'll roll into my next pick. So they did have the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara as a customization, and so I did pick up one of these. This retails for $20, and I do love this mascara. I've gone through a full size and a mini before in the past, but my complaint was always that it dries out really quick, and so being able to pick it up for a customization in my box, it was easy for me to do because I do love the formula. I love the wand of this one. I will just have to know for myself that this one will... The dogs are on alert because my husband moved upstairs, but they obviously just have to know that this is going to dry out very quickly. Now, it'll be interesting for me to go through because the mini didn't dry out quickly. It was just the full size that dried out. So I'm curious how this one is, and I might have to roll this in as my next mascara that I use just because I know that it can dry out very quickly, but it just came in the jet, the black shade. I know they do have like a black brown shade as well, but again, $20 retail value. I have not seen yet where Tower 28 has come out with their, usually for Black Friday, they do like a 28% off of their website. And so look for that coming up for Black Friday. So if you wanted to pick up things from Tower 28, I would recommend going to their website for their deals that they have. The next item, and I'm not going in order, I'm kind of just going across, but this one here, I think I ended up selecting this one, number one, because I kind of wanted it, but also there wasn't any other like beauty items that were in the customizations that I wanted. And so this is from Greg Natale, and this is measuring cups. So, I'll try to maybe put a picture of it, but I have a lot of lime green things in my kitchen, and it's mainly because of a Oogie Boogie cookie jar from the Nightmare Before Christmas. And actually, if I say Malcolm's not in here, so he's really the only one who knows that. But around this house, we call the dog T words Oogie Boogies because I kept those cookies in the Oogie Boogie cookie jar. So I have like a lime green KitchenAid stand mixer. I have lime green towels. So I have a lot of lime green in my kitchen to match my cookie jar. And so this was one of the selections. So it's little nesting bowls, but each one of them is a measuring cup. So this one says like 1/4 of a cup. So there are certain times when I want to measure things out that I want to be able to scoop them out of a bowl rather than out of like a straight measuring cup with straight sides. And so I was very interested in these, and they're very cute, and I do like them, especially with Thanksgiving coming up. Even though it's the two of us, I do cook pretty much a full Thanksgiving dinner, and I ended up getting I do a chicken. I do like a whole chicken instead of a turkey. So I did pick up our chicken yesterday, but it does come with 1 cup, half a cup, a third, and a 4th cup, and then they just nest, and they are porcelain. And so, like I said, they're not like that composite plastic. They have this beautiful speckled design on them. So they are very, very cute. Let me make some noise. And so they'll just nest like that. And I really like these. Now, these are a little bit more pale green than, of course, Oogie Boogie. You know, he is bright lime green. But I did want to go ahead and pick these up. And actually, when I got my box in and I saw this in my box, I actually had to go back and remind myself that, yes, I did select these as a customization. But these 4 bowls retail for $70. This is one of those items that I kind of have to think, like, what are they thinking? Like, these are 4 ceramic bowls, and I mean, they're cute, but they're $70. Like, if you just saw this box sitting on the shelf, I wouldn't think $70. When Bed Bath & Beyond was around, I can see something like this being on their shelves for $20, $25, and then you use your coupons for it, or you wait for it to go on sale. I think probably the most that I would pay for these is like $20. Like, this is something that I feel like you would find at Marshall's or TJ Maxx very easily in their kitchen department. So I think sometimes they have these obscure kind of items and brands that inflate the cost of the box. But this might have a $20 repurchase value for me, but I can't deny that apparently this company feels like these are worth $70 each. I'm happy to have them, but definitely not something that, I mean, it adds value to my life because I'm going to use them, but I don't know if it adds value to the box because I don't see anybody in their right mind who would purchase 4 measuring bowls for $70. Somebody definitely in a different tax bracket than myself, that is for sure. But let's look at the next thing, and then I have to scroll to get to some things at the bottom. But I did want to start taking care of my under eyes a little bit more. And not just because I ended up with that sty, but because I am seeing more wrinkles, more crinkles underneath my eyes. My skin underneath my eyes is getting a little bit thinner, so I wanted to take a little bit better care of my skin. And I know people love the Patchology eye patches. So this is the Flash Patch Rejuvenating Eye Gels, and it's a pack of 15, so 15 pairs, because who has an extra eye to put the 15th one on? But it does have 15 gels pairs in here. So very excited about trying this out. I know, again, like, people do talk about Patchology as being really good with their eye patches. So I did want to try these out. And I think I told you guys, it comes with the little thing that you can get the patches out, and then it comes sealed so the liquid stays and the gels don't dry out. But I told you guys, ooh, there's a lot of goo in there. That's nice. It's even dripping off the lid. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I love when they're gooey. I like when things actually have a decent amount of serum on them, and now it's on my hands. But going back to 3 times already me trying to say this, but I told you guys I'm trying to do a little bit more like face masks and sheet masks and just, again, like getting that drink of water into my skin. So I am trying to take care of my skin the best I can. And again, I need to go back to my dermatologist and kind of run some things by her. I actually joked with my husband because we were talking about, here's story on story. So I was talking to my husband about maybe this is why this was in FabFitFun, because I cannot get this closed. I've been down here playing with this thing and I cannot get it closed without possibly breaking it. I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to break it. But I was talking to my husband about what we wanted to do for Christmas, because I think I told you guys that, you know, we set a budget for Christmas. We kind of send each other links to things, and then whatever we get as long as it falls within that budget. Well, we were talking about Christmas, and I joked with him. I was like, do you want to pay for some Botox for me? And he said, that's probably going to be over the budget, but, you know, maybe not. How about you pay for that yourself, type of thing. But as we were joking about that, like the next day, my wash machine broke. And I sent a message to Andy and I was like, well, looks like that's what we're getting for Christmas. So we actually got a new washer and dryer set delivered yesterday. So I've been doing laundry like crazy. But it's like those things always kind of happen where you're like, okay, I'm getting ready for the holidays. We've saved up money for this. You know, let's go ahead and get our gift giving things together. And then it's like, boom. New washer and dryer needed. I will say our old washer and dryer lasted for 13 or 14 years, and we had it repaired. We had our dryer repaired last year, and the guy said that even a wash machine lasting 10 years is kind of unheard of. So we were on borrowed time with our wash machine, and so one of the water pumps finally went out, and so many repair people won't even touch older models of stuff, and so you end up kind of having to get a new set. So we have our new, and we have LGs. So if you guys are looking for a good pair, our last one was an LG and they lasted for 13 years. Hopefully these new ones, because we basically got the same machines, but like the newer models. So hopefully these will last 13 years as well. And we put our washer and dryer through hell because of course all the dog hair that it has to get off of all of our things. But like I said, maybe I did get this on, but sometimes I wonder how some of these things end up in FabFitFuns, and sometimes I'm like, is it defective packaging that they're just like, oh, this did not work out well, let's go ahead and give it, because this was hard to close. I don't understand that. I don't understand why it was so hard to get the lid back on here. But the eye gels, they do retail for $35, and I think that seems rather like not reasonable, because I would rather try to find these at a TJ Maxx for like 10, $7.99, $8.99. That's probably what I would pay for replacement. So I hope that I don't love them, because I don't know if I would pay $35 for eye gels, but I know there's also a lot of eye gels that are in K-Beauty that are more reasonably priced. And so definitely if I end up being an eye gel person, then I probably would just go onto YesStyle and try to find some ones that would work for me. But the next item that I got, and usually I'm not the type of person to get items like this, but I did get one of the face rollers, and the box came a little bit torn up, but let me open this. So this is the Kira Moon, K-I-R-A, Moon, Kira Moon, but it's, let me make crinkle noises. But it has this little rubber roller that has these little spikes on it. And I mean, they're not sharp or hard. And so I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones that you like do one of these with. And again, I'm trying to take care of my neck. I'm trying to take care of my jowls. I'm trying to take care of my skin. Now that I'm 40, I think I need to start like doing some of this stuff, because bless it, I should have been doing this stuff years ago, but I don't know. I'm not one to sit there and like do the gua sha, and like maybe it's also because I don't want to like stare at myself in the mirror while I'm doing that stuff. So I figured if I can get something like this and even keep it by my bedside and just like at night just kind of like roll my face while I'm watching like a video on YouTube, that'll make me do it more, but I'm going to see what this one actually does. So face and neck roller. And so we will see what I can do with this little thing. Now this does retail for $24. Again, I think that you can find these for very cheap at TJ Maxx. And so, I mean, I'm happy to have it because I don't know, even for like $5 at TJ Maxx, I probably would not have picked this up for myself, but having it as an option in here, I was like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. Now my question is, and I don't want to break it, because, you know, being able to wash these things, a lot of times the rollers will come out. But I mean, I think that you can kind of move it enough to get the roller out, but I feel like this plastic part would break if you did that too often. So I'll just make sure to wash this silicone bit. But I am interested to see how I do with, you know, using this at night and just while I am watching TV. But again, $24 for that. Don't know if it's worth it, but I have my Florida mug and I'm nursing a cup of coffee that I made 4 hours ago. So let me get a little bit more coffee and then I have 2 more items. So this next one was, so this is my last customization. And then, like I said, I did get 1 additional item that I selected for myself. And this was the easiest pick out of all of them, apart from the Tower 28 mascara, because I know that I love this mascara. But this is one of the Verb hair oils. So this is not the Ghost oil. This is the Hydrate oil. So heat protection, moisture, and shine for dry and frizzy hair. Well, hello. That is me. Actually, this right now, my hair with the amount of shine, this is with a crap ton of Ghost oil in it. This is a crap ton of Ghost oil that is in my hair. That is the only reason it looks like this, is because I do have hair oil in it. So I love the Verb products. I love the Verb Ghost products. And so I wanted to go ahead and try their hydrating oil. So I actually did, during the Sephora VIB sale, I repurchased my Verb Ghost oil and I got the jumbo one. So you guys will see that in my November buys and buys. But that's been a holy grail. I've gone through plenty of those. So I trust the brand. I trust the product. And so happy to have this. This does retail for $20. So even the Ghost oil in this size is $20. I think it's gone up only $2 over the years, which actually is not bad compared to the amount of, I guess, inflation that has happened on other products. I think that Verb has still kept their stuff relatively quote unquote affordable, especially because this size of hair oil usually lasts me a whole year. So between my jumbo of my Verb Ghost oil and this one, I am set for over a year of hair oil. So, and I desperately need my hair oil. So that was everything that was in my customizations. Now I'm curious if they, let me go back over here. So explore your winter box. So I think whenever they have the total price of this stuff, they're also including the extra item that I picked out. So the extra item, so this was one of the customizations. I can't remember, it probably was in the same customization as the Tower 28 mascara. And so I knew I wanted this one and I knew I wanted an additional product as well. But I did get a Murad product. I also love Murad skincare. I used to use it a lot a couple years ago, but it just got too pricey for, I guess, for my budget or for my comfort level with buying their items. But I think this was like an extra $15. Like you could add it on to your box basically. But this is the targeted wrinkle corrector. Again, I'm looking at my under eyes. I'm trying to kind of take care of them and give them what they need as I continue to age and as I continue to smile a lot and get more and more wrinkles up there, which again, I'm happy that I smile. I'm happy that I'm happy. So all of my wrinkles show that I have an expressive face. It's just I would like to kind of target some of those areas. So I wanted to give this a try. I know that this was popular a couple years ago, but I think it was the Peter Thomas Roth one that like actually smooths everything. That one was like really viral, but I think I heard really good things about this one as well. So we'll see. Now this eye cream is $39 retail. And that to me in the realm of like other eye creams, I feel like that's actually reasonable. Like at the Murad or the Sephora level, because like I have the Ulla Hendricks one, I have a Kiehl's one that I'm going through. So all of those kind of range in that $30 to $40, price point. So I feel like $39, like if I love this, I wouldn't mind picking this up, and I can always use coupons at Ulta, or I can wait for sales. Like I can figure out ways to not pay full price for this, but I'm just really, really excited. And I think that this is the one that also has the like metal tip to it, so it does feel a little bit cooling as well. Yeah, so it has a metal tip to it. And so this one here, I am very excited about trying this out. I feel like you get a pretty generous, you get 15 mils, so it's a half a fluid ounce, which actually is a typical eye cream size, I believe. So you do get half of a fluid ounce in here. This is a 6-month shelf life. So I think I'm actually going to put this into my nighttime skincare routine, because currently I don't use any eye cream at night. Really what I do is I put Aquaphor all around my eyes at night. That's also because of my allergies and just my skin's freaking out, my eczema's freaking out. I'm seeing my doctor on Wednesday, and I'm going to show him my hands and probably get a renewal prescription for my Eucrisa. But I have been actually like putting the prescription ointment on my fingertips and then coating my hands with eczema cream and then putting on gloves. Oh, who's dreaming? Jane is dreaming back there. So if you hear puppy dreaming noises, it's him. But I'll put on gloves and I'll sleep in gloves all night. So bless my husband. I am in a bonnet and a chin strap and gloves, and that's how I sleep. I know, very enticing, very demure. I'm just irresistible to him when I am all done up like that. But he definitely, he calls them my Chef Boyardee hats, and so he definitely has put up with my nighttime routine for sure. But with all of the items out, they threw in a like sample, not a sample, but a full bar of Dove soap. And we usually use Dove soap, but this one is the turmeric, milk, and lemon drop. It does smell good. I mean, so we'll use a bar of soap. I mean, a bar of soap is a bar of soap, but they do throw in like little goodies. Because I actually went back and I was like, was this a customization? Because I would be upset if I chose a bar of Dove soap instead of like another like nicer item. But no, they just threw this in for free for you to try it out kind of thing. But the full price of the box was $277, which I kind of feel is a little bit lower of a price, but also like the Tower 28, the Roller, and the Verb were all $20 to $24. So those are kind of lower cost items that were part of the selections. So I kind of know why. It's like the nesting bowls and the blanket kind of inflated the box. Those were the two most expensive things in the box. But definitely for $277. So if I always go off of Jen Loves, when she used to review FabFitFun boxes, this is kind of how she would put it. She would say, if I saw all these items together for, what is it now? $50, $60 for a box, which again, even the boxes have gone up. But if I saw this for $55, would I pick up this box for $55? No. And I always feel like my subscription boxes are double-edged swords, because I would not pick this up for $55, but I enjoy the experience of curating my box and getting my items. I'm excited about all of these. And I feel like also maybe that because I pay for this annually and I don't see the money leaving my account every season and every box, that I almost feel like, oh, it's free. It's coming for free, which I might actually just ask my husband to pay for my yearly subscription for Christmas, and then that will be my Christmas present for the rest of the year, which he's done that a couple years for me. But I think that because the money is already spent, because they just renewed my subscription for next year, I feel like because the money is spent, I don't necessarily see that $55 leaving my account every season. So maybe also it's like a mental thing for me. But I almost kind of feel like if I was to pick up the unhide blanket, which is already more than the cost of the box, but if the unhide blanket, the Verb Ghost Oil, the Patchology patches, the Tower 28, and the Murad, actually, all of those are really, really nice items. If all of that was in a like kit for $50, I might be convinced to pick it up, because then basically the Tower 28, the hair oil, and the Murad would be the cost of the box, and then I'd be getting the blanket for free, and I'm still getting 2 other items. So maybe I would pick it up. Maybe. You know, my little wanting to find everything on sale heart would kind of be like, oh, I can use a coupon for the Murad. I can get the hair oil, 20% off. I can get the Tower 28 28% off during Black Friday. So in my mind, I would be doing the math of not wanting to pay full price for anything, but I kind of feel like those items in there make it a little bit worth it. So I do really like this box. Don't get me wrong. I feel like every time I come on here and I'm like, hey, not really worth it, but I still really enjoy it. So I think that, again, the experience and the picking the items and then getting them in and trying them out, they do add value to my life. They add value to, like I said, I'm going to really enjoy using these bowls while cooking, Thanksgiving. I'm really going to enjoy doing some pampering with my roller and my eye patches. I love that I have more hair oil. I'm going to be taking better care of my eyes, hopefully, with the Murad. I love the mascara, so I can't necessarily say anything horrible. And again, my blanket is over there. I'm going to enjoy some Frodo Baggins moments around the house. So maybe, I don't know if I would pay $60 outright for this stuff in a store, but I'm okay with continuing to do the subscription box. So take it how it is. FabFitFun is never going to sponsor me, because every single time I'm sitting here going, not really, but yes for me. Maybe not for everybody, but yes for me. So for $277 for the entire price, I do get that. But again, those bowls for $70, give me a break. Give me a break. No, I love watching those videos of like the Japanese artisans that like make everything from scratch. Like I watched one where they were making tea dishes, and like they actually went out and like got the clay off the side of the mountain and refined the clay and had to do all the steps to get to the point. Like they even made their own glaze by grinding up a particular type of rock that they go out and source themselves in the mountains. Like, if I had 4 tea dishes that were made by a Japanese artisan that did the process from start to finish and sourced all the items, I would pay $70 for that, because I feel like you're paying the artisan for the work that they're doing. But for something that is probably, because they're so uniform, probably mass produced, I don't see the reason to pay $70 for 4 ceramic dishes that are mass produced. I'll just put it that way. They're too perfect to not be mass produced. But we'll put it that way. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because my husband's coming downstairs. We're going to go pick up some medicine for Malcolm at the pharmacy. And like I said, you guys are going to have to make the decision whether or not this box is worth it for you. But I'm going to encourage you guys to do all the things. Hit a thumbs up on this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new or lurking. Hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it really does help me out. But leave me a comment down below. Is it worth it for you? Do you guys do a different subscription box? Let me know what you guys are doing as far as if you guys are getting anything like this. Or if you do have FabFitFun, what items did you pick out in your customizations as well? Let me know down below. I love our conversations, but I'm going to go ahead and go. So I wish everybody a beautiful day, and I'm going to catch you in my next one.